Right, let's test and make sure that everything is working okay. Check, microphone check, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Check, microphone. There we go, we have audio and video, my friends. We're doing good today. And we have updated to the latest version of OBS Studio, 2803, I believe. So, my friends, hope everybody is safe and well. Welcome back to the channel, my friends. We are going to be looking at some mods today. So I need to share out the link to the appropriate people to make sure that they are updated and informed. So we'll just put that in there. Right, my friends, yeah, we'll start, we'll get this going, as I say. So yeah, basically, what we're looking at here today, my friends, is we're beta testing the new MyGamesteam mod. So MyGamesteam sent me kind of another update to the mod, and he wants me to kind of check it out, look it over, make sure it's, you know, functioning the way it should be. So we kind of have a there's a process involved. You know, you look over the zip file, the XML, the i3D. You look at the mod and joins editor, make sure everything's okay, and basically, you know, we go in game then to test. You know, as one does, the standard testing procedures. So this is the mod here. So this is a new mod by MyGamesteam. It's in beta at the moment. It'll be available on his website eventually, once all of the testing is complete and all of the various features and functionality are in place. So some of this may or may not work, and some of this might be missing. You know, the final product, as I say, will, you know, may be different. So there are essentially 3 versions of the same mod, as you can see here. Look, so the one is a logging trailer. You know, it's an all-in-one, as it were. The second version then is a let's say it holds liquids, fluids, whatever you want to call it. So that's that one there. And then the third one then is your kind of standard trailer version that holds various, you know, it holds your all your usual crop types. Nine mph reverse speed, 52 mph road speed. Just going to take her for a spin and see what the driving physics are like. We also want to test it and make sure that she's you know, she drives okay. So one of the things I pointed out to MyGamesteam in the previous beta version was here. So let me get up to full speed first. Okay. So basically, I found it very kind of wobbly, if that makes sense. The suspension was quite loose, if that makes sense. So the truck was quite wobbly, you know. Now it never tipped over, but I can already tell that he has stiffened up the suspension on this, so it's a lot less wobbly than it was before, you know. So that's good. That's what we want to see, my friends. So we're getting some lag there, so we're gonna have to wait for the old textures to load in. So just go for a spin and just try it out and drive it, you know. And maybe crash a few street signs while we're at it, you know. She drives okay so far. No major issues there. 52 mph is fine. I believe there's a faster version. I'll get that in the shop eventually. So she turns quite well. So, you know, she won't tip over or anything, which is good. That's what you want to see. So I'm doing hard lefts and hard rights just to make sure, you know, see what it feels like when the turning radius and that type of thing. See, can I flip it over? That's fine so far, no major issues with that. Brake forces, good. It's not too soft or too hard, you know, it doesn't stop very slowly or brake too forcefully, you know. That's fine. I'm happy enough with that. Right, let's just take a look around and just make sure all the basic features are there. So it has simple IC functionality, which basically means that various components open and close, and there are IC sounds associated with all these animations. So where is the other door here? So I don't know if you can actually see here, but in the paintwork, this is a speckled paintwork. See all the speckling, look? All this lovely paintwork. Speckled metallic paintwork, I believe it's called. So it's the Mercedes-Benz with the engine rented by you. Diesel 298 litres, air is 4044, and diesel exhaust, or DEF, is 60 litres. So the air is absolutely fine. So yeah, there is an air capacity obviously with these trucks. So that is normal behavior. Right, let's take a look at the various options on this thing. You can take a look at the lights, the blinkies and that type of thing. So the first stage lights are kind of here. 4 stages of lights, so that's the first stage here. You get the lights, orange lights up here, you get the orange lights at the side. You have your stuff at the back, obviously. Okay. Stage 2 then will be those ones down there. So if it changes anything at the back, it has. In stage 3 should be those lights up there. So there's a couple of lights up here, kind of reflecting into the trailer section, and then 4 will be your kind of high vis, high beam thingies, whatever they call these things, these bull bar thingies with all the lights. We have side lights here as well, look. So it has all the lights, appropriate lights everywhere. Now I have seen a mod, right? I've seen a mod. So see this Mercedes-Benz logo. This is for MyGamesteam if he's watching or watching later. I've seen a mod where this can actually be illuminated. So MyGamesteam, maybe you might take a look at that. I don't know the complexity of it, but you know, it might be an idea to have, you know, an option for an illuminated logo here on the Benz. I have seen that. It's also in the real world vehicles, as far as I know. Some of the higher end trucks with certain options have that illuminated logo for that added bling, as they say. So we'll take a look at cab here. So the door opens. So we can put up and down the windows. John Brock, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, sir. So we can up and down the windows. And there's a sound associated with this. So this is obviously your interior cab. You can move up and down the armrests. And same on that side as well, as you can see. So we're just testing to make sure that everything is functioning as it should. So everything's good so far. We have some stuff up here. So that's an animation there and a little sound associated with that. We hit the center. So that's the light. There's a light up there somewhere. Can't quite see it, but it's there. Nice sound as well, on and off. I might copy some of these sounds actually. We have a sunroof. So that folds and unfolds. Let's do that again. Yeah, so we can actually see the animation from the inside as well. So this is your kind of your this is a sleeper cabin, I guess. So you can put that up and down. Nice bedding and bed linen, that type of thing. Very luxurious. So everything appears to function. There's a little bit of a delay between the engine start and the button press, MyGamesteam. So when I hit the, turn on the engine, takes a couple of seconds for the engine to, the sound and the engine to come on. I don't know if that's intentional or not. But just to be aware of that, there is a little bit of a delay there. So pedals work. Suspension in the seat, as one would expect. The usual functions that you would expect from a truck, basically. So we're looking at the player model to make sure that he's positioned correctly in the cab and that he's doing everything that he's supposed to be doing. Obviously, the angles aren't the best. Maybe I could open the door to get a better view. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so his other foot is moving, which is fine. So the dials in this thing work as well. All the various dials are animated. And they have readouts and that type of thing, So yeah, very, very nice interior. Now we're going to test this thing with loads. And it's kind of going to be an important part of this test. So we have 25,000 litres. We need to test it with mass. So that's important. I need to close that door to make sure that the driving physics aren't thrown off. So we're going to get up to speed and we're going to, we want to see what it feels like it reacts with a full load, how quickly it starts to take off, drive. Will it get up to speed, that type of thing, with a full load? How long it takes to get up to speed, all those types of things are part of the testing process, my friends. Right, we'll let her get up to speed again. So what do you guys think of the capacity of this? Do you think 25,000 litres is enough? Too much? Too little? I know there's a lot of people who want, millions of litres and stuff like that, but we're trying to keep it a little bit realistic, So I suggested to MyGamesteam that he should kind of increase the the capacity of the trailer section here to make it just a little bit more convenient for people. We're not talking 50 or 100,000 litres, but it has to be good enough, as it were, So as you can see there, look, there is, with the trailers full, the suspension is quite wobbly. See that? Look. So my kind of suggestion would be, now it's not tipping over, right? That's kind of crucial. But I do think that the suspension, in my opinion, needs to be stiffened more, especially with capacity or a trailer full. It's just a little bit wobbly. It kind of gives you the impression that you're going to tip over, and you don't want that, She's very, very wobbly. I also might suggest, MyGamesteam, that the volume of the engine sounds is a little bit low. So maybe juice up the know, the engine sounds, you know, the sound multiplier or whatever they call it. You can add that in the XML, kind of increase the sounds. But yeah, you can kind of see there, it is a little bit wobbly. Yeah, the horn is fine. Good sound on the horn. Once again, yeah, I mean, you haven't implemented it yet, but you know yourself, beacon lights, I would imagine, you know. Maybe a beacon bar or something like that, you know. I've said this to you already, so you kind of know. I was looking at the XML, so you have some stuff in there already kind of prepared, you know, invisible as it were. So I'm assuming you're going to add stuff eventually. So not too bad. So we'll take a look at the shop, right? And we'll kind of go through it with you guys because it is a mod after all. So this is the Mercedes-Benz Actros pack. 110,000. It holds all of your crop types, basically. I made some adjustments, MyGamesteam, to the... Remember you had manual with intelligent. You had intelligent gear shift. So I've changed that to manual plus intelligent gear shift. I'm assuming that's some kind of a typo or whatever, but that's what I changed it to there. So 480 to 652 horsepower, 400 litres of diesel, 52 mph. The capacity ranges from 15 to 25,000 litres, 14.9 tons. Okay, so this is kind of your basic here. And we do have so this is the tipper version, right? So that's the tipper. Okay. You have the tanker version, right? So that's that one there. Okay. The tanker is... What is the tank? That's 15,000 liters. That's fine, MyGamesteam. That is perfect. That's better than 9,000. Yeah, I'd leave it at that. That's absolutely fine. And then we have the log carrier version, right? So you'd be able to put fairly long logs in this. I don't know, I'd say 20 meters, MyGamesteam. 20 to 25 meter logs. Would you get 25 meter logs? I haven't tested it. I might chop down some trees, MyGamesteam, and you know, see how long. I'm assuming this is tension belts as well. I would assume so. So we have the tanker version, log carrier, and the tipper. So we'll go through the options. We have tire options. We have Continental, BKT, Michelin, Mitas, Nokian. What I might suggest as well, MyGamesteam, I don't know, maybe find some Goodyear tires or something like that. You know, I'm sure there are Goodyear tires out there for something different. You know. So we have Nokian. Do we have any options, wide tire options on any of them? We don't. So I don't know. Maybe a slightly wide tire option, maybe on some of them at least. Although they do kind of change actually. Let's take a look at the profile here. Yeah, they do kind of get. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. So some of these are kind of wide tires already, as you can see. Look, especially the Michelin there. Yeah, the Michelin is kind of the chunkiest. Front design, we have a bull bar option, right? So one of the things you could do here, MyGamesteam, as well, you know, just based on looking at other mods, you know the way mods have those blinkers, those orange blinker thingies on the front grille here, you know, and they're kind of in a V shape. You know, you could do that on the front here, you know, as a shop option. So blinkies, flash LED thingies, whatever the hell they call them. You could do something like that, you know. You could maybe you could put the, you know, oh, you have the horns. Okay. Oh, I see them. All right. Okay, you have the horns on the side. It's fine. So you know, you have one kind of bull bar option. I would maybe suggest adding maybe one or two more different designs, you know, just to swap or switch things up. That's the word I was looking for. All right, so bull bar. And then we have engine setup. We have 480 or 652. Now, what I might suggest here as well, MyGamesteam, is add a third option, a middle option. So something in the middle of the 480 and 652. So maybe, I don't know, 550 or 580 horsepower. Something in the middle range here in terms of horsepower. You know, they could do that. Okay, so that's a 652. The body, you get a lot of different color options here. You know, various kind of shades of white. You know, they're you know, so it's kind of a white color, but they all have different material colors attached to them. So while they might all look blue, they're not exactly. You know, they actually look quite different, as you can see there with the that one. So that's kind of the blingiest there. So you can see there the kind of the way it changes. Look. So I'm going to go with that one there. That's kind of a satin color, I think they call that. It's not metallic, it's a satin color, I think they say. No, we've seen that one. We can get the let's get the tipper version, or the tanker version. Sorry. So let's see what colors are available on this one. So that's the main body. Right, let's go back to that. Right. The tanker. So we can change the color of the tankers here. Now, what I wanted to see here, MyGamesteam, was I wanted to see some metallic colors. So, you know, the usual silver scratch metal, chrome, black chrome, that type of thing. And see these round pieces here, which are set to scratch metal. Maybe you could change the color of those tops as well. Is there any animation in those tops? Do they open? You see the three circular pieces, the metallic pieces at the top, do they open? I don't know what the complexity of doing that would be, but you know, might be an idea to have these as opening hatches, you know, that type of thing. So when you pull up to something to refill it, you know, you can either do it manually or automatically, but that's kind of an idea. So yeah, you can change the tankers here. See, I'm not seeing any metallic colors, that's the thing. That's kind of the closest you can get there is that one. That's new silver. Let's try anything up here. No. So yeah, that would be the closest. Right, that one there. Rim design color. We'll get something that stands out so we know what the hell we're talking about. So there's an inner rim and an outer rim, I guess. So that's purple. And then the main rim color will be. Yeah, so there's two kind of, you know, there's an inner rim and an outer rim. The center rim, MyGamesteam, doesn't change color, does it? The blue part? Then again, do we need three separate rim colors? I'd maybe simplify that, MyGamesteam. So see the purple and blue part, right? I'd make that one. So both of those will change together maybe. And then the yellow part as its own kind of, you know, the inner rim or outer rim, that type of thing. I don't think you need maybe three separate color options on the rims. It's a little bit excessive. License plate is what you'd expect at fenders. So you can change the fender color there. All right. So we'll kind of go over that just to kind of get the idea. Basic functionality. Always important to check your basics. Make sure your blinkies are working. Your reverse lights, and they reflect on the ground. So check all your lights to make sure that they're all illuminating and that type of thing. You check front and rear. Be sure everything is working as it should. What we're going to do now is we're going to fill it with different liquids, check how it responds and reacts to being full. So we're getting our fill trigger here. $15,000 liters of water. It can hold other liquids as well. So MyGamesteam has modified the XML to make sure that it holds all sorts of liquids, and I'll go through it with you guys. So one of the things I noted the last time when I was testing the previous beta version is that from a cold start, right, it took a very, very long time to get going. So as you can see now, it takes off much, much quicker, and that's a hell of a lot better. So well done, MyGamesteam, that is absolutely fine. There's more get up and go juice, as it were. know. So it can get up to speed basically quicker than what it was previously, because the previous beta, it would not move with a full load. You know, it was going at like 2 or 3 mph, and it took like over 2 minutes to get up to speed. You know, so that's a massive improvement there. So that's fine. Right. So we can use the this F12 here to kind of oh shit. Oh god damn it, I've done the wrong bloody thing. I've emptied the bloody tank of diesel, you idiot. What a moron. So what do you mean? No, we can't put wheat in this. We yeah, I thank you. Yeah, that should bloody fail. Barley should fail. Let's just test this. Request failed. Yeah, let's just no. Let's see what it will fill. Seeds. There's no way that's gonna work. No. Forage, chaff, wood chips. Snow? Will it snow? No. Road salt? No. Lime? No. Manure? Does it not fill with manure? Ooh. That shouldn't this? I mean, I guess it makes sense. I just thought, I don't know. I thought maybe it might have filled with manure. Stones. Mineral feed. It doesn't fill with mineral feed either. Interesting. So is that empty now? Why won't this empty? Hold on a second. Hold the phone. I'm getting confused there. Fill unit 4. Oh, there's more. Oh, so there's fill unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm on the wrong fill unit. That's why. Ah, now I get it. So I need to be on fill unit 5. So why won't this empty? Request failed. So that, oh, it did work there. Look, it went to slurry. Okay. Right, that's interesting. So it will not, fill. Herbicide. It did, look. That's, yeah, that's herbicide. So let's see what it fills with. So silage additive, herbicide, diesel exhaust fluid, digestate, slurry, diesel, water, milk, liquid fertilizer, silage additive. Yeah, so yeah, all of the stuff. I wonder, MyGamesteam, should it fill with you know, like canola? You know, remember in the XML that we did for the tanker for the Porsche diesel pack? Remember we added canola oil and sunflower oil and you know, that type of thing. Maybe look at that tanker XML in the Porsche diesel pack and see what else can be added in there. I might actually just put it into the XML myself and send the file back to you. Yeah, maybe we could add a few more stuff in here. I mean, you've covered pretty much everything. I'll take a look and see. Fill unit 5, I think is I think that's logs. So that's the log trailer part of it. 2 is obviously the air, right? 3 is the diesel, DEF or diesel exhaust. 4, then you can fill with all sorts of your products: wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, olives, sunflowers, soybeans, sugarcane seeds, oat mixed ration. Let's just check that one. Oh, I'm in the wrong bloody thing, that's why. That's why that didn't fill. Let's check this one here. Fill unit 1. Unit 3, solid fertilizer. There we go, that's correct. Mineral feed. Yeah, that's right. Now we go back. Stones. Let's just see what the stones look like. There we go, that's stones. So yeah, you know, yeah, it's I guess it's called in the XML it would be called a bulk trailer. Bulk means that it you know it'll hold and discharge everything. Now I'm not sure if I own these fields or not. Clearly I don't. So we need to purchase this field basically. Oh shit, okay. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Yeah, thank you MyGamesteam, that's excellent work, sir. The fill speed is a lot better now. As I said, I did think the unload speed was too fast the previous time, so I think you've done a good job there, sir. Well done. I wonder, can you fill it with snow? You bloody well can. Can you unload snow? Holy shit, you can. So yeah, the empty speed is a lot better now. What the hell am I supposed to do with snow? I mean, what can you do? Does it melt? What the hell? So basically I just have snow and nothing to do with it. That's... So MyGamesteam, I might also suggest to you, sir, you see the sound scheme for this piece here, so the unloading and unloading. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you might take a look at that and maybe use, I don't know. You can look at other trailers. So what I'm talking about is you know, the clicks and the clacks in terms of, you know, how these trailers unload. So I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but I'll give you an idea here, just to make sure. So with these piston thingies, they all have stages. So when it unloads, so this piece here has multiple stages. Second stage. So that has like 3 or 4 stages there. I just thought that maybe a sound like that might be appropriate for this as well. You have 3 stages here with that piece there. See that? Hear those sounds? So that's what I think. I think those animation sounds should be, in my opinion, in this as well. Because none of those sounds are there at the moment. So that might be an idea for you, sir. Whether you want to do that or not is up to yourself, but that's kind of my idea. Right, So yeah, the tanker here obviously will fill, no problem. So it has multiple, you know, multiple options. So we'll look at the XML and see what else. We might add maybe canola oil and sunflower oil and that type of thing, you know what I mean? So it can hold more, you know, fluids and liquids. And then you have the log trailer version. So I'm gonna cheat some stuff in here. We're gonna use F12. And we're gonna, so super strength on, right? Now, add bales, as I need trees. Where is trees? Add log. So the maximum I can do is maple, oak. So I think they're all 8 meters. Not all of them actually. Let me juice up my graphics card here. So I think I'm gonna go with pine, okay. Alright, so right, let's just see what kind of, you know, what it looks like. So these are 8 meter logs, right? Oh, oh! Holy buckets. So it does have tension belts, okay. Yeah, it's longer than 8 meters. Alright, let's see. Let's move it out a little bit. There we go. So now see, can I push that back in? No, god damn it. Right, is that up the top? It is, look. Right, so there we go. Oh. Let's check the tension belts as well. There we go, look. So yeah, that's 8 meters there, look. I thought it was going to hold longer than that, actually, to be honest. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, look, it is what it is. I don't know, maybe you could have an extended version of this thing. I don't know, it'd be very complex to do that. Maybe you could have a third axle here, right? A third axle option. And then you'd be able to extend it for longer. That's a lot of work, though. I mean, you know what? It's fine the way it is, MyGamesteam. You know? It's fine the way it is. So yeah, you can fasten and unfasten. So, let's. Can I add logs to this bloody thing? No, it doesn't say anything. Condition. Let's see what it looks like with the all. Add. Oh, alright, okay. So that's what it looks like with all of the dirt and wear texturing on this thing, look. And it's kind of the, you know, the used state and that type of thing. What else is there? What else do we have? Environment. Let's load the environment. Let's put it on at night time. And we're gonna set the rain. I want to see what it looks like with the lights on and that type of thing. Whoa! Holy shit! I need to turn off the super strength there. That's going well. Woo. That's some bad weather, my friends. Just checking cab. So yeah, they work. Look. It's what we're testing there, just to make sure everything's working, you know. Oh, I need to put on the bloody, I need to put on the belts on the back. So yeah, with this kind of trailer, you should be able to get a good amount of logs, 8 meter logs in the back of this. Maybe 10 meters. But the standard 8 meter logs shouldn't have any issues. Let's turn on the internal light. Where's the internal light? There we go. Now we can bloody see. Whoa, what was that? So there you go. That's kind of what it looks like in the cab. Let's check the log. So that is that error there is from the exhaust extension, MyGamesteam. That's nothing to do with the mod. Alright, so you know, are you going to add an exhaust extension to the XML for this mod? I wonder. That's just your standard warning from the base game map. Nothing to do with the mods. Everything looks fine to me. Shara Francis, how are you? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. As you can see, we are testing a mod for Mr. MyGamesteam. He's got his Mercedes-Benz truck here. And we're just taking it through the usual testing process. So everything looks fine to me, my friends. I have no issues with that particular mod. Everything works as it should. Oh, did it wash off the vehicle? Does rain wash off vehicles in FS22? Does anyone know? Do they get dirty when it starts raining, or does it, you know, does it wash off? I don't know. I've never actually seen that, to be honest. Reset all. Oh, it's still raining. Weather, August, 9 AM. Set weather, sunny. So we have to wait for the rain to stop. It does look like that the it doesn't look as muddy, does it? I do wonder if you know, when it's raining, whether your vehicles get washed or something. Could be wrong about that. Maybe another suggestion MyGamesteam here is see your reverse speed. Maybe increase that to 11 mph instead of 9. A little bit slow, I think, reversing. Maybe that's based on the real world specifications, I don't know. But other than that, the mod is in very good shape. It looks good. You have a fire extinguisher here at the back. Now I'm sure that's probably realistic as well, but how the hell are you supposed to access that? Is there a flap at the side? Now maybe consider putting a putting the fire extinguisher somewhere else on the mod, maybe somewhere, or even in is there any space in the cabin? There isn't. Where would you put a fire extinguisher in here? You probably wouldn't. I don't know. Something to consider, you know. Look, it's fine to where it is, you know, but I'm just kind of thinking, in the real world, how would you How would you gain access to that realistically, you know? But this is a mod and it's a game, you know, so this probably doesn't really matter. So overall, MyGamesteam, I don't have any major issues or anything negative to say about the mod. Everything feels fine, works fine. All IC functions and your base functions work. I do note that you have certain features disabled or wanting to put into the XML in the future within, you know, the next update and stuff like that. But in terms of this particular beta version, it's absolutely fine. I'm happy enough with it. And there's no problems with it really, you know. So what I'll do, MyGamesteam, I'll send you back my version of the file. Right. So I'll do a little kind of tweaking and add a few little entries into the XML and send it back to you if that's okay. And yeah, I'm very happy with the mod. It's going well. It looks good. I think it's going to be a very nice mod once it comes out and stuff, you know. Right. So let's take a look at another mod. I wanted to look at this. So this is a quote-unquote mod from the you know, dodgy websites. This is an old lizard, an old tank water trailer. Based on my kind of looking at this mod, it appears to be something that is going to be on the mod up, or maybe was rejected, or is waiting to be released on the mod up, something like that, of that nature. It's a very nice looking mod though, I have to say. You know, it is not bad at all. You can change the rim color on this. It would have been nice if there was a little bit more variety and choice in terms of the you know, what you can actually change the main colors of this thing. But other than that, it is fine. So we're gonna get a tractor here. What's this? 145 horsepower. It's 205. Let's just go with the 165 here. Let's just take a look at this. It is a kind of a, you know, a metal galvanized trailer. It's interesting to note that, so see these pieces here, look, so these are present on the mod, but they're also on the wheel. I don't know what's going on with that. So will these disappear? So there's a problem there. So let me explain what's happening here. So these should be invisible, right? So these should disappear. So when they're in game, and it should come on here. And then when you attach it, they should go on here. So there's a visibility thing going on there, an on and off visibility with the shoes, as they call it. So you know, these should be, you know, they should be disappearing basically. So there's a visibility issue there. That shouldn't be like that. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that. So we'll make sure that the basic functionality is in this thing. So this is a water tanker. Okay. I mean, there's nothing really to it. I don't think that flap at the top opens, but we'll check it out and see if it does. I think it holds water and milk. I think that's just basically it. There's no multi-fluid or anything on this thing, as far as I'm aware. 8,300 liters. Yeah, just water. It doesn't even hold milk. Yeah, it's just a water trailer. Which, I mean, you know, geez, realistically, you know, maybe it should just hold water and milk, you know, give it a bit more functionality. Capacity is good, you know, 8,300 liters. So as I said, I got this mod from the quote-unquote dodgy websites. I changed the color of those rims. See the inner hubs there? See, these are grey color. They really should be a different color. I don't think grey suits that. So I'd like some options here on the kind of the main tank here. To different colors, you know? That type of thing. I suppose we should kind of test and make sure that she's going to discharge and that type of thing. I love the sound when you know when you place it down that makes a bloody noise. I think that's hilarious. Is this a sheep pen? Oh, it is. Oh my god, I got sheep. Why did I buy sheep? I have no idea. Can I give them water? You can. Okay, as long as I can give them water, that's all I need. Okay, sheepies, here comes your juice. Oh, whoa! Where's my water trigger? There we go. Oh, is that all they need? Okay, so they have water now. So then you would obviously give them their food. Hello, sheepies. Oh, look at that wool. Oh, that is HD wool there, my friends. Look at that shit. Now, if Giants can introduce ray trace sheep into Farming Simulator 22, I would be absolutely over the moon. Why we haven't got ray trace sheep in Farming Simulator is beyond me. And why don't we have baby sheep or, you know, younglings and calves and shit like that, you know? What do they call young sheeps? I don't know. Yeah, they've made a big improvement on the animals from 19 to 22. The animals look much, much better. All their animations and everything looks a hell of a lot better. So that, my friends, is a water trailer. I mean, there's not really much to it. It's just a trailer that holds water. So yeah, I'll take a look at this. See, can I fix this issue here? Maybe add some colors to this thing, different metallic colors. Take a look at these rims, change the color of these rims here. I don't like that. What else is there? And maybe add milk, you know, ability for milk. Milk and water, I think, is enough. But overall, it's nice. I wonder if there's any errors in the log. So no errors in the log. That's good. That's what you want to see. Not a bad mod. Don't know if I'm going to keep it or not in my mod folder, but it works absolutely fine. That's kind of what you want to see in a mod. Next up, we have... So this is another non-mod hub mod, my friends. And this mod is, in my opinion, also an early kind of preview copy. So my opinion, my guess would be that this has been submitted to the mod hub, right? Now, I don't know if it's going to come out for all consoles. It definitely will be for PC. There may be a Lizard branded version of this that will be for, you know, all platforms, consoles, and PC. But right now, this is kind of the PC kind of preview version. So this is a Russian tractor, basically. It's XT3. So we get hood panel. You can take the panel off on the side here, look. It exposes the engine. Counterweight. You can add 200 kilograms, 400, 600, 800. So 800 kg. Option once. So I think this is at the top here. So you can add these kind of exhaust tank thingies. So basically left, right, and both. Right. So you can add those, right? exhausts. We have different exhaust types. So, and it changes the frame as well. Look. So it's not just the exhaust. It changes the whole hood as well. And this is a transparent mesh here, as you can see. Look, so you can see the engine inside. And so you can kind of see the object changes there. Look, so that one, and that one. So, yeah, and you have object changes obviously on the side as well. So they're quite different. I'm going to go with that one, right? It's just a little bit different. 3-point. So you can add this bloody thing. I don't know what this is. Bulldozer equipment. I have no idea what that is or what it does. 3-point or bulldozer equipment. I have no idea. That's a bit weird, whatever the hell that thing is. Select hydraulics. Okay. Main color, then you have a few color options. Nothing crazy. You know. It's kind of that one there. Design color. So you can change the main cab, as you can see, look. We'll just go with the red. You get the idea. The rim color then will be obvious. Look, it'll change it to that. Right. So we'll go with the red as well. So kind of the specs of this is a 180 horsepower, manual plus power shift, 350 liters of diesel, 12 mph because it has tracks, metal tracks. They're not rubber or anything. 8.2 tons. There's a blade thingy thing that comes with this. I'm not quite sure how this works, but we'll take a look at it. So the wipers are functioning. That's good to know. It's got some very interesting pieces at the back here, look. So look at this. This is called the upper link. Look at that upper link, look. It's all kind of sprung and shit like that, look. So yeah, this is an old kind of Russian tractor. And you have all these tracks. Look at all the work there that is done, look. Very, very nice 3D modeling on that, look. And these are 3D tracks as well. See that? Look, they're all. So there's a lot of work that went into this thing, you know. The engine, the fan spins as well. I don't know if you can see that, but there's an engine fan inside and it spins. So we have so the wipers work front and rear, as you can see. Look. So yeah, this is an older style Russian tractor. East European, I guess. Russian, East European. Yeah, the dial's kind of working it as well. If you were able to zoom in, you'd actually see that they're all in Russian language. And you actually get the sounds of the tracks, the metal tracks as well. I'll shut up and you can hear them. Obviously, with a tracked vehicle like this, you have 360-degree rotation. So I guess the Russian military would probably have used some configuration of this type of vehicle. Obviously, this is a commercial version, you know, for farming purposes, but there would have been a military version of something like this, you know. Ooh. Now, I don't know how this is going to go on. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that, baby. Oh, so that's why that thing is on the front. Oh, so it's a freaking bulldozer. That's why this thing is there. Holy Toledo. You can, look. Oh my god. Yeah, you can you can move it up and down. Dude, that is awesome. Look at that shit. Look, so this could be used as a silage pit if you wanted to. And it's got a hook on the front. So if you had like a chain mod or something, you could probably pull vehicles with this. I mean, obviously you would. Like if you had if there was a military variation of this. You know, you'd want to be pulling, you know, tanks or armored vehicles, you know, out of the mud or whatever. So that's kind of what they'd use that for. So it has a PTO on the back. It will function as a standard, you know, piece of equipment, as it were. I don't know if I can give you an example of that though. I don't know if I can actually enter this. Start the engine. So this is another mod here. Kevin Welford, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate that. Hope you are doing well, sir. Wow, this thing moves bloody slow. Do you have to unfold this or something? Wow, this thing does not want to move at all. No, I'm not doing this right, clearly. Wow. This thing just... What the hell, dude? This thing is not moving. It's got like 0 mph on this thing. And she won't turn either. Okay, let me move out of its way here. No, look at that, look. So there's something going on with that mod. So this was on the mod hub today. So this is a mod on the official mod hub. It should be, I think it's for all platforms. This is the Lizard PTO thingy, right? So basically, if you have vehicles that need a PTO, you would hook it to this. Now, what you would need, I'm not entirely sure. I know there are specific mods that you would probably hook it to, but I can't quite remember what you would hook it to. That's the thing. Something with a PTO is needed. See, I can hook up to that. Right. So I should get a prompt for this at some point. There we go, look. Ah, there we go. Now I have to disconnect this, right? No, god damn it. Oh shit, god damn it. That's what I want. Wait. Right, so let me show you what this thingy here does. So this is basically you enter the vehicle, right? And then you can turn it on, right? Right, so I'm actually functioning or operating this bloody thing, right? And I can do that as well. Now, how do I turn on the... So that PTO now has stopped. If I enter the vehicle again. So the PTO should be starting now. Right, so you can actually see at this side here, look, the PTO is moving. You see that? Now, this should work. So if I get the, this should operate now with that piece of machinery. Do I have the front loader attacher on this vehicle? Does this have the front loader attacher? No. No! God damn it. Right, now we need a front loader attacher. So we need a hower. Okay, now we need a bloody bale spike. Okay, Okay. Now we're going to need a bloody weight, because if I'm going to be doing bales, I'm going to need some weight in the back of this thing. Right, so what do we need? So this thing is I think this is a chopper, right? Doesn't this chop up bales and shit like that, or straw? I think it's a straw chopper thingy. Right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, God damn it. Son of a beast. It's just bad driving, my friends. Bad driving. There we go. There we go. Okay. Whew. Right. Now, we have to... Now, see, look, it's loaded. Look, now we have to close the bloody back. There we go. Now, can I turn this on? So it does bloody work, but it doesn't work very bloody well. Nope. So yeah, it's loaded with straw. So basically, this is a kind of a mobile PTO, is what this is, right? As I said, this is on the official mod of today. It allows you to power vehicles. You know what I mean? If you don't have a, let's say you have a stationary, something stationary that requires a PTO, you could, instead of having a tractor there, you could use something like this. You know, it allows you to, you can have powered by the PTO. So that's kind of basically kind of what that is. It's the Lizard Art M10 PTO. Look. So there's a version with methane apparently. Look. Standard, extension, methane. So there's all different colors. You can change the colors on this as well. So that's kind of that one there. Right, let's kind of get back to this one here. So this is a very nice mod. It's high quality, you know. This is it can be used in, if you're pushing material, because it obviously has this kind of bulldozer configuration. It's not the fastest. You can definitely use it to compact silos and push chaff and that type of thing. Or move snow. Actually, do we have snow still? Let's try the snow. Yeah, we do have snow still. Look. And we have stones. Let's see if this actually works. It does, look. Works, but not great. Yeah, you can definitely move some material with this thing. It's kind of a better example there of what you can do with it. And she's a tracked vehicle, so you know. But you get the idea, my friend. You get the idea, you know. The range of movement on this thing isn't massive, you know. It's adequate, I guess. You know, there isn't a huge amount of movement on this thing, but it does work. That's kind of the main thing, you know. As long as it works. So, this shovel is missing the AI agent attachment definition. So the this yellow thing here, right? It's missing the AI agent attachment. I mean, that's not a big deal. You can just add it in. Yeah, that's where the warning is coming up there. The mod itself, the tractor part, is fine. So if you want to grab a hold of this particular mod here, you can go to the quote-unquote dodgy websites and you will be able to find it. So it's the HZ, so it's under the XT3 brand, T150, HCG T150. It's a very nice mod. Not bad. No issues on it. No errors. You know, nothing that stands out to me. You know, I don't see anything, you know, substantially wrong with it in terms of the options and features and functionality. You know, there's nothing that pops out to me that there's excuse me, that's wrong with it. And you know, it's something different. You know, something interesting. It's a good quality mod. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. You know? I like this one. Yeah, it's not bad at all. One of these old kind of Russian tractors, you know. So hopefully this appears on the mod hub, you know. So it might be Lizard branded once it gets the the console release, just to be aware of that. But this is kind of the PC version, as it were. Not bad at all though. I didn't check out the lights actually. So there's your lights. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So you've got 2 stages of front lights, which basically low beam and a high beam. Look, so low beam, high beam, and then the lights at the back. So you have your orange blinkies or your hazards. So it doesn't have any lights at the back or anything. That's probably the way it is in the real world. That's not an oversight or anything. It probably just is like that in the real world. Would have given it a little bit beefier beep, you know. I said everything in here kind of works. For some reason, the lights. So there's a red light and an orange light. Oh, an interesting shutdown sequence. Watch, listen to this. So for some reason, there's 2 red dashboard lights that are on all the time, and the engine is off. Look. So I wonder if there's an issue there with the dashboard lights, whether they should be in that kind of on position all the time. I wouldn't imagine they should be though. Very, very basic interior. This is probably what it's like in the real world, you know. But watch what happens when I shut down the engine, right? Stop engine. Look how long it takes for the engine to stop spinning. That's very, very nice the way they've done that. You know, there's kind of a delay in you know, that's realistic as well. Yeah, very nice, very well done. So yeah, it definitely has that East European kind of Russian feel to it, you know. Very, very basic interior, you know. Keep it simple, you know. So yeah, I recommend this one. I think it's a good mod. It's a good quality mod as well. You know, not bad at all. That's that one. So yeah, we're taking a look at a few mods. You know, I've collected a few mods over the last few days, and you know, I want to take a look at them and review them, and you know, I want to check myself what the mods are like. You know, whether I'm going to keep these or not, basically. You know. So these came out on the Mod Hub as well. These are from Vertex Design, I think. These are Shoma. So these are basically slurry tankers. So these are on from today. These are for all platforms, right? So consoles as well. So everybody has these. These were in Farming Simulator 19. He's obviously porting all of his mods to 22 over time. As you know, it does take time to do all of the work. You know, he's got some interesting wheel brand there that I have never seen. I'm going to have to look at that wheel brand. I don't even recognize that wheel brand. What the hell is that? So yeah, he's got a new wheel brand in there that I have not seen before. Fin arms. You can put the fin arm top, fin arm side. Where's the fin arm side? Ah, so it's an so you can have none. You can have the fill arm top, fill arm side, and both fill arms. Okay. Ah, okay. Fender standard, default narrow. Oh, a lot of object changes there. Road narrow, road wide, road narrow, road wide. Agricultural. Okay. Agricultural narrow, agricultural wide. So that's stand. Oh, excuse me. Standard, agricultural wide, and narrow. Let's go with the wide ones. Reflectors, no. Reflectors on the back. Logos. So you can change the schoma or skoma from an old or new kind of design. I prefer the new one. So then we have black. Oh, that's interesting. Look, see the way it's black at the bottom there. Look at that. Look, that's an interesting way to do it there. Black or green. Okay. Rim colors. Change them to various ones. License plate. So I'm not going to show off the other two because they're basically the same. Right. So basically you have this one, right? And then you have the dolly, right? So, and this one just has the two of them together, right? So they're identical mods. It's just, you know, the other two are kind of just separate pieces, if that makes sense, you know. But this mod has kind of the two pieces in one. So there's no point in, you know, even though the prices are different, even the horsepower, why would the horsepower be different? So this is 8.7. Well, you'd need it for the dolly, wouldn't you? So the dolly is, I don't know, is there any differences between this thing? It's got all the same options as well. So how is it any bloody different? And why is it more expensive? This is 102,000. You get the dolly and that piece together, right? This one is 75 and this one is 9. So that's 84,000. So why is it more expensive? And this one is 180 horsepower and this one is 200. I don't know. I have no idea. They look absolutely identical to me. I don't know. What tractor should we get? I haven't used the 8R in a while. Oh, this is the warning. The US warning thingies. So again, as far as I can tell, these are identical. So obviously, you know, I've put different options on each one of these, but I don't know. They look bloody the same to me. So I have no idea. But these are essentially just slurry tanks. There's not really to it. No, I don't know. Do you hook anything into the back of these? Or did he poop out slurry or something? I don't know. Let's take a look and see. So we'll once again we'll do the F11 or F12 treatment on these slurry. Ooh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. So you can move that shit in and out, up and down. So what the hell is this thing? Is it just a tanker? So it just holds slurry and digests it. So that's it. So what am I going to do then? Am I going to need another vehicle? So what do I do? I just... Oh, oh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. So I guess in the real world, right, you'd probably do something like this, right? So you'd probably, like, I don't know. Right, and then you... you move this bloody thing and look, there's collisions on that. You kind of get the idea there. Look, that's kind of what you would do in the real world, as it were. And something like that, right? And then you would obviously you would fill it. So how do I fill that thing again? No, no. So where is my trigger? There we go. Ah, right. That's what I'm bloody looking for. See, I thought this was actually going to, I thought this was going to actually spread slurry. No, it's just a tanker. Oh, I don't have an attachment for this either, look. Okay, shit. Now, can I transfer the liquid back in, I wonder? Oh, I can, look. Aha! There we go. But anyways, my friends, you kind of get it. It's a slurry transport tanker thingy. There's nothing more really to it. I thought it might have actually spread slurry. No, it's just a tanker thingy. And you know, it is a high quality mod. You know, it's highly detailed. You know what I mean? You can't kind of underestimate the quality of the 3D modeling on this thing. It looks absolutely superb. You know, when you get up close to these models, you can see just the level of detail that the model makers put into these little things. Every little kind of detail is just gone over with a fine-tooth comb, and the level of detail and accuracy that they put into these things. Even stuff like that. I know, I can kind of zoom in here, right? So there's a piece up here, look. See this piece along here? Right? So he's actually trying to create the welds. You know, the welds, look. See the welding? See, so he's actually trying to model that kind of welding as well, you know? And, you know, this kind of stuff is hard to do, you know? All the different kind of, you know, the brass colors, the metallic colors. You know, there are several different types of material shade, you know, colors and everything, you know. You have brass, you have metallic, you have scratched metal, you have plastics, you have, you know, tubing and hoses and that type of thing. You know, just numerous different, you know, just material types in this thing. All those hoses, they all had to be done individually, all these hoses. All the cabling, look. I mean, they even go underneath as well, you know. If you were to flip this trailer over, you'd see all the detail underneath it as well, you know. So, you know, even the spots that you don't kind of see, they will model everything, you know. And that's kind of the way these, you know, these guys approach their work. Is, you know, they want it to be as accurate to the real world, you know, piece of equipment as possible, or within the confines of what Giants will allow them to do. Because ultimately, you know, Giants have set limitations in terms of poly count. So, you know, these 3D models are made up of polys, and the poly count that Giants has set, you know, it's not a, you know, it depends on the mod, but basically you know, they have a poly count of 250,000, and you know, to get this level of detail in a 3D model of only 250,000 poly count it's a lot of work, and it's an impressive testament to their 3D modeling skills, that they're able to put this level of detail into such a small poly count 3D model, you know. Yeah, that's the Shoma or Skoma. So basically just a fancy slurry tanker, I guess you would call it. But it's very well done, high quality. Vertex Design do incredible work, and I have no issues kind of recommending that one. So I'm going to show you this next. Right, so I'm going to take a look at this. So this is another mod. This was in Farming Simulator 19. It's been converted to 22. This is version 1.005. This is a so we do have Kinsey in the game. This is a Kinsey. It's an auger wagon, the Kinsey Harvest Master, or sorry, Harvest Commander, the 1321. So this is their they vary in sizes. in the real world. They have the 1121, 1321, 1521, and 1721. So this is kind of the third smallest. So so it'll range from 40. So this one is 46,600 liters, and it'll go up to just under like 60,000, which is the 1721. But the guy has done a very, very good job with this. Now, I did have to make a few little adjustments here and there. So I looked at the i3D file and the XML. So there was a few little things that I kind of had to change that he kind of missed, and I'll point it out to you. I added this kind of to myself. So the wheel brand was originally Lizard, right, for the crawler tracks. So I've added them to Camso because that's what they are in the real world, is Camso. And I had to create the kind of the brand logo for that as well. I've added this logo myself. So this is an option that you won't see kind of if you were to download it. This is what I've done for my own personal use. So you have this logo here, this Kinsey Man logo here, right? So, I mean, these logos are on the real world piece of equipment. I don't particularly like them. So what I did was I created it as a shop option. So if I don't like these, so I can turn them off basically. But it will look like this when you download the mod, right? The scale then, so I made a slight adjustments to the scale, the visibility of the scale. So you can add a Kinsey scale, you can scale Kinsey cart. So you can add a piece here, and then you have the display. So you basically visibility on or off options there. Right. So when you start filling up the trailer, the capacity will show on the side here. So it's a 46.6 meters squared, which is 46,600 liters, 16.1 ton, 275 horsepower. I'll have to check that the horsepower rating for this thing is correct. So we do have a couple of giants. So they were in FS19. They're on the mod hub. Giants mods for Kinsey auger wagons. They're smaller versions. I think it's the 851 and 1051. So they're much smaller than this one. So basically, what I had to do here, you see this pin here. See this pin? So basically, the guy who made it, he forgot to add a specular map to this piece here. So it was showing up as white instead of metallic. So because he didn't add the specular map, so I just went into the i3D and added the specular map, and it's fine now. So it's a high quality mod, So in the real world, these tracks would be Camso, right? But since Giants don't own the license or brand for Camso, he's called it Lizard, but I kind of put it back to Camso myself. These are 3D tracks, as you can see. I've been cleaning up the decals. I'm not finished quite yet. See all these decals here? I've been improving the quality of the decaling over time. So there's still a bit of work to do in these. So you have that there. So you have a so we do have sounds associated with the folding and unfolding. I think maybe I'd kind of change that a little bit. I'll have to look at other auger wagons out there, see maybe if I can change the sounds on them. It's not bad though. So you can adjust the thing here as well at the front, the spout thing. You look in and out, and there's a light on it as well. There's a light up there. There are some lights at the side, that type of thing. You have the digital display as well. So as you fill up the cart, this will obviously change. You have lights on the back. Hazards. Left and right. you can open the cover. Sound associated with that. So we're going to quickly kind of test this. Going to get ourselves a harvester. I'm partial to the ideal. So we can use F12 again to fill this, right? So we can test the bloody thing to make sure it's working. It is. So if we look on the side here, look. So the display is filling up, right? So that's kind of a very handy feature. I'd love to see more auger wagons with this digital display. I know some of them do, but most of them don't. So that's pretty awesome that it has that. I'm just wondering if that's a feature of other ones. If there's a digital display readout and stuff. Certainly not in that one. So I'd have to get them all individually. There may be some kind of digital readout that I'm not seeing there. You know, it is possible. Like, so this would be the closest version of it. So this one, the Hallmaster, the Elmers. This would be kind of the closest version, if that makes sense. And then you have the Demco one, which is a larger version. This is a beast of this thing. Look at this shit, look. So they would be the kind of the closest kind of variations of that. So I just want to look at the other ones. So this Demco's a beast. Look at the size of this bloody thing. Jesus. That is an absolute beast. Look at this shit, look. Good lord. What a beast. Now, I don't see any digital display on that. I don't see any digital display on that either. So we got 34,000 liters in that one. So we'll fill that up again. Just wondering as well, what's the horsepower ratings on these? So this is ooh, 400 horses, and that's 400 as well. Holy shit! Lord have mercy. 300, 350. What? That's not it. What kind of a thing is this? There's no horsepower rating on that. Jesus, look at these things. Yeah, they're really, really high horsepower. Holy shit. Ah, so that's just 400 horsepower. Look. It does say, why is it 275 in the shop? Look. Ah, I wonder what that is. So that's an issue there. I'm going to have to take a look at that. So it says 275 in here, but here's this 400. Okay. Take a look at that. So what I want to look at here is the pipe. Now what? Now listen to the pipe for this. me just move this out of the way here. Right, so listen to this. Oh, you have to start the engine. No, that's not it. So listen to this one. Doesn't quite sound the same, does it? You know? So yeah, I'm going to have to look at the sound file for that particular mod here. Now, I want it to sound more like the Demco, or even this one here. So this is the Elmer's, and this is has an identical whatchamacallit, org or animation as the other one. Look. So there's a bit of crop material at the top here, look, sticking out. So they're identical sounds. I'm going to fill this up. I want to see what this looks like. And see if there's anything. No. See, that has no material on that, look. So that will need to be fixed as well. Yeah, so you have got that, you know, there's material at the top. That will need to be fixed. So I want to listen to the pipe here. That's what I want it to sound like. It's the end of it that's not right. Yeah, I want it to sound like that. There we go. That's much better. Right, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to the Kinsey here. You know, it is a good mod. You know, it is a very good mod. Just needs a little fine tuning just to make sure that it's, you know. So this is kind of a different dolly system here to this one. Different track design as well. Should be different to the. I wonder if it's different to this one as well. Oh, it's kind of the same actually. Ah, yeah. I think it could be the same thing. They may have taken this actually and put it on this. I think they probably did. They look very similar. So yeah, that's the. That is the Kinsey auger wagon. You know, it needs a little fine tuning. You know, it's not quite there yet. So you can see, look at the grain material here. Look, see the way it's up above there. So you know that'll need to be adjusted to kind of more match this. You know. I'm not quite sure how I would do that. I'll have to consult with people to see how that could be done. We don't want that happening. So yeah, there you go. That's kind of that one. So yeah, I think that's kind of it for today, my friends. I've got a couple more, but you know, I think maybe I'll show them off at another time. The Case Patriot here is basically a mod hub mod. Right, this sprayer thingy, self-propelled sprayer. I'm not going to show that off today. The Kramer is basically this is actually on the mod hub at the moment, but this is a modified version. And what I mean by that is it's got more features than the kind of the mod hub version. It's got some simple IC features as well. The doors and windows will open, and the engine compartment there will open as well. But I'm not gonna show that off today, as it were. Maybe I'll do it another time, my friends. So right, there you go. That's kind of it, really. It gives me, these live streams give me a good opportunity to look over various mods and see what they look like and test them and see what needs changing and that type of thing. A lot of these mods are just for my own private use. So any of the mods that if I download a mod from a dodgy website, I'll make sure that it's working okay, and I'll put it through Giant's test runner, and I'll look at the log, and I'll test it in game to make sure it's working fine. And then I'll kind of change it and tweak it and do my own kind of thing with it, that type of thing. But yeah, so this mod is a Kinsey Harvest Commander, the 1321. This is out on the quote-unquote dodgy websites. I do recommend this one. It's a good quality mod. There are no real issues with it. Anything I pointed out are just kind of my own personal nitpicking things. That I want to change, but overall it's a very, very nice mod. Right, my friends, there you go. We're going to end the stream there. We have been streaming now for an hour and 47 minutes. So thank you all very much, my friends, for tuning into the stream. Hopefully you found something interesting, entertaining, or informative there. As I said, I don't have any kind of set schedule. So, when I stream, and, if you see me going live, you can always just tune in or whatever. But for right now, my friends, we're going to say thank you all very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And God willing, we shall see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.